YouTube. All right, this is Planet Coaster. We're looking at Red Storm right now. This is a retracking that we're planning to do. It's going through the paces, but there's a lot of retracking we're going to do on this coaster because I don't like how, well, I like how this goes. I think we're going to do something about from in here through here. We're going to change this out and maybe move the mid-course brake run to about, yes, I know, it is skipping again, because this is a very large park. It's Lakeside Park. It is a big, 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 big park. And I think we're almost done with this anyway, because I got one more build, and this park will be officially done. Uh, don't know if we're going to do any updates with it or not, but we are going to be, when I start a new channel, we will start a new park, plus other games. But we're going to move the brake run over here. So we're going to, basically, we're going to start right now with the retracking. Red Storm is a very popular ride for this part of the park. Uh, it's got decent long lines. I don't know if you can tell. Like I said, the game is skipping. But you can see it's a relatively long line, as you see, from here down around to over here and back out to the main course. I kind of noticed I probably used the wrong path, but we'll fix that eventually. But this is Red Storm. Made a castle type building on it. Yeah, see, I made it a castle type. See, this is what I hate about this game when it goes. When it gets too big, it skips. It skips to a point. So, yep. There's the station for Red Storm. And right now, we're going to just shut down Red Storm. We're going to piss off a lot of passengers and riders because we're going for a new build here. Because like I said, it is a big park. How big? Well, here's an overview. That's how big it is. And when I had an idea once we got the park to be this big, it was going to be a issue with the graphic card for this particular computer, because when I added these lakes, when I added this lake, that's why it's called Lakeside Park, because of this lake right here, and we added this lake here, then we added this lake here, and that lake kind of well, this was one lake anyway. We just put a bridge right in there. But yeah, when we got this, we got and we got to figure out about this lake over here. As you see, it's starting to blink and all that stuff. If we do one more coaster build, it'll be right here. We got RMC, what they call RMC T-Rex track we're going to put in, basically. So we have two RMCs in here. Right now, let's go out. Without further ado, let's go with this retrack of Red Storm. I would just want to make this general area that we're going to be looking at a little bit better from this, where my cursor's at. See where my cursor's at? We're going to go probably right in here, through here, and through here. As you see, the game is skipping because my graphic card is not big enough to handle the data that is required for this game, for this park being this large. Or yeah, it is slow replying to my demands here. Once I start ripping out what I want to rip out, and that's when we're going to start rebuild. We're going to try to retrack at the area that we was in. See, it's skipping again. This game just literally skips because we made the park way too big. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. It's doing what I wanted to do finally, so we are ripping out the track. How far I want to go on this, I don't know. I think what I'm going to plan to do is make this drop just a tad steeper. We're going to make it a nice steeper drop. Now we're going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it a lot steeper. I think what I'm going to do is this. How I'm going to do this. Because what I want to do is I want to bring it up to here. So let's start back here. When I want to do the brake run. Now I can put in the mid-course brake run. I'm going to just slow it down just a tad bit. Let's make this the magnetic brakes. Right there. And now we'll just put the block brakes in. Now we'll get rid of the catwalk. Just hoping we did not make it too high. But the reason I put a block brake here where the cursor is at and a magnetic brake is to slow the train down for the rest of the way. How am I doing with the rest of it? I can get a nice pop of airtime hill here. Don't know if you're going to see it or not. But we're going to go up with it. See how it comes up right there? I think we're going to make this almost like an ejector air hill. See how I'm going to make it steep right there? Because we're going to have an ejector air right there. In order to do that, smooth off. It just drops the coaster down a little bit for, see how it drops? So we can get a nice little ejector air. See, this is the biggest problem when I get the game. Even the best computers I've been hearing having the same issues with their games when it gets too big, when their parts gets way too big, because it doesn't really handle the situation. So you gotta make these parks relatively medium, or not so much activities, or not so much trees or scenery. It's one thing I like to have a park, have a nice scenery, because your people are supposed to react to the scenery. But it's just not for gameplay. As the park gets bigger, the more stuff you add, the more it bogs down the computer drive, basically the disk drive that handles your games and that. So you can see I'm having a terrible time controlling the situation in this, and it's harder to control the game itself because I'm trying to click on this, but the game froze basically. So so once I get back on, like now it's back on again for right now, and now I just got to make sure I get this one drop I want to do, but I gotta come back up immediately. So I want a couple of ejector errors. And now we're going to bring it up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start curving it. See how it's curving when I don't want it to curve? Here, I'll just do this. Automatic complete. See, I did not do what I wanted to do. I think what we're going to do is this. We're going to bring it up on this end. Start curving it this way. Get it up. Now I want to complete it. There we go. I think that's what I wanted to do. But luckily I had that smooth off, so now just gotta smooth it all. See, I got, can you tell, see I got that nice banking on that coming in. So now if I can complete this hump, and now it's smooth off. That should be good. Now I can go over here. Just do the last bit of track work here. Smooth banking, smooth height, smooth all a couple times, smooth the turn, and I think we're good. Okay, let's see if we can test it. Let's take a ride. I know it's going to skip. Let's take a ride on it anyway. Like I said, it's going to skip. Let's see if we ride through without no rollbacks. Because this coaster has a lot of speed. Like I said, it is skipping. It is a very large park. And I do have a, I forgot what kind of software I'm using for the gaming software on this. But right now we're basically maxed out. And we knew about the last couple builds we did this on this park. So this is Retrack Red Storm. very long lift hill, very big. This is a hypercoaster, equivalent of a hypercoaster. I think I had it like a 213-foot drop, basically. A hyper is anywhere from 200 feet at 299 feet. Anything, a giga is 300 to 399. Then Stratocoaster is anything over 400 up to 499. Like this one right here. Good. Good, I know we can make the more way from here. I'll keep the brake run, like this. This is what I want to do, slow the train down from here. You know, I do it from the lean fast this part. But it is getting a lot too. The idea is get this first train to the main brake run. See how we just pause right there? This graphic card just cannot handle this much data in this game. Which just makes the part way too big for the graphic card. I have a weak graphic card. I mean, it's a weak graphic card, and you don't want to put a weak graphic card. You basically needed a better graphic card for this. It looks like we did good. But except for the skipping and jumping, I think we did good here. That's why it's not opening. I lost my exit. Now I can open it. There's my green light. And now Red Storm is back open. What I need to do is I need to fix this path here. So I'll fix all this up, make sure it's current with the rest of my paths, and we'll wrap up this video. Okay, I think we're just going to wrap up this video. Because I retracted, there are still people getting on there, but not as long as it once was. Probably because it needs reputation for the ride to build up again. So it's, usually it takes a while for the ride to rebuild its reputation. But by doing this retracking, it does take away the ugly sights that we had going on back here on the ride. So by moving the brake run from this cursor here to over here, and just got rid of and just add a airtime hill here, a banking, a short banking airtime hill here, and another major airtime hill here. So basically, Coaster is going to have at least one, two, three, maybe four ejector hills, and we're just going to go, I think, the rest of the route, floater hills. Basically, it's going to feel like floating because it goes through just pretty slow, so it's going to be more of a floater sensation than anything else. Basically, so that's going to be it for Lakeside Park. This edition, we're going to do one more coaster build, and I don't know if it's going to guarantee it's going to work or not, but we will start a new channel, and we'll probably have some ideas. But right now, I got one coaster track I have not tried in this park. It is going to be a second RMC. It's going to be a Raptor track. I don't know if it's going to be a custom made. If I get my custom made one in here, we're good to go. If I like a prefab, if I can get my prefab in here, we're good to go. If not, I'll go. We'll just build it from scratch. All right, that's in. That's it for the retrack work. At like I said, the game just totally paused on me. This is the problem when you build a park this big. It has something to do with the graphic card. It is a good graphic card, but it just cannot handle a park this big because other computer gamers that has this type of game, uh, they're having the same problem with this type of graphics. It's very good graphics for the game itself, but the graphic card just cannot handle it when it gets this large of the park. All right, so right now we'll check on Red Storm on a later date. We'll build that new coaster, one last coaster, and we're going to go ahead and end this video. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe button, notification bell. We'll be back here one last time on the Angie and Chuck Show channel with Planet Coaster. Then we're going to move everything over to a new channel, which we'll be announcing technically next month, but the videos probably won't start till like we'll probably get a video or two up there already, but anything else we'll add in September, basically. So it's gonna be like a once a week channel, maybe. I don't know. We'll see you guys next time.